y'all, how you doing? What's up, my marvelous ones? How you doing today? Actually tonight. It's night. Well, we're here again. I have some deliciousness for you. But before I tell you, I would like you to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Pretty please, with sugar on top, to become a marvelous one. And today, I have some deliciousness. I have some navy beans, and I have some greens, and I have some chicken that's not chicken, that's actually soy. All homemade. The chicken is not homemade. That was frozen. It's a Gardein brand. It's vegan and very delicious. I splurged today and got myself some of this. The greens, of course, I made them. I love greens. By now, you know I love greens. Okay, so in the navy beans, this one was real simple. This is just a salt and pepper kind of duo. Now, I was out of onion powder and garlic powder. So instead, we just have real garlic. And it's quite good. There's this YouTuber that recently did a video about some vegan staples, and onion powder and garlic powder are so in there, but I didn't have any. But shout outs to her. I'll put her name and information in the link below so y'all can check her out. She's pretty cool. Her name is Justjenjen. And also, I saw this YouTuber, Jannell, who made this really delicious looking smoothie and put flaxseed in it. And she told me that you can put flaxseed in pretty much anything because it doesn't really taste. And I have it in here in the beans. And it adds some really good protein. I'm gonna put a little bit of cumin. A little bit. And a bay leaf. And then for the greens, I have this mixture. I believe it's called like, what's it called? Southern seasoning. It's Creole seasoning, I think. But it's a big medley of mixtures of seasonings from like Louisiana. It's supposed to be the idea. And it's really delicious. And I put mostly that, garlic, and basil, fresh basils in here too. Big old delicious bite. And then these are really cool because they're good. Ooh, wait. You can eat these like for snack, for lunch, with things. It's just basically like the chicken tenders you used to have. Now it's soy. Now I haven't been eating these that much lately. I've also actually been off them for a while because they have wheat. And soy products are not the best for you. I'm trying to get myself to the place where I eat no gluten and no soy. But I'm not there yet. But soon enough I will be. And what's cool about being vegan is you have like things that you always gotta have in it. And sometimes you just gotta have the taste of chicken tenders. This got you. Oh, moving. And oh, behind me, one of my paintings. Yes. You can't see all of it though. I think I'll give you a time when I'll give you like a close-up. But that painting that I did was when some really crazy things were happening in my life. And it's just up. I just need to put it up and see it in my videos and stare at it and make me happy. But basically, that's me. And I have wings because in this I'm like a goddess. I'm not an angel, but a goddess, a superhero. And I got into this big fight with a villain. And the villain got the upper hand and was able to peel back my skull to remove from my brain. So I had a like exposed brain. But right as it was trying to get me, like stab into my brain with whatever it had at the time, I was able to get away and stand up for myself. Which is kind of the point of what I want to talk to you guys about today. And if you can't see in the picture, but I'll show you a little later on, there's also a hawk taking away a bleeding snake. And that snake represents the villain that I was actually fighting. This is actually a painting that I did when I was raped. I was raped a few years ago. And look at the date. Okay, so 2015. I was raped in 2014. So when I was seeing and I was in a relationship with that person at the time, it was a very abusive relationship and ended in me being raped. So this painting kind of came from that, from the pain of it. So basically my rapist was the person that was the villain. And they had peeled back my brain in the sense that they had raped me and really made me very vulnerable, and I felt exposed, as if my brain and my whole entire body was just exposed, like I was inside out. So that's basically me depicting that. And at the top, which I'll show you at the end, is a picture of the hawk. And the hawk is symbolically me, but also not me. It's also like my friend. Because I did have a lot of support from my friends that made it possible for me to get away and report it to the police. I reported it to my school police because it happened while I was in college. And I reported it to the actual like state and city police. So I felt very empowered being able to do that and being able to make that that being able to create that art. These navy beans though, they're on point. My mama sent me these, like in the when they're dry in a package, and I was like, oh, you ever make these? Delicious. These are great in tacos. They're really good in salads. They're good in like bowls when you make big old bowls of food, like with rice and beans and different leafy greens. It's always important to have your leafy greens. That's really important, especially when you're vegan. Well, one thing that I learned from my experience is that it's important to make sure your voice is heard. And even though you may call yourself a feminist, because I do, even though you may say you're an advocate for women's rights, because I am, things like this can still happen to you. So it's important to always be aware of your voice and make sure you're using that voice. Your voice is very important for you. It's your mode of advocacy. It's how you get your needs met, and how you make sure that people understand how you feel and want to be treated. And that goes for being in a relationship, a friendship. If you are concerned about an aspect of your life, you just speak up. When you speak, it helps what you want to happen come into existence. It's like magic. When you recognize things that you want to happen, they will. And it works for things in the positive sense too. I don't just mean if you're in an abusive relationship, you should speak up. I also mean if you want something for your life, if you speak it, that's speaking it into existence. It completely is. For example, in college, I made a club called Advocates for Black Feminism. And at first they're just in my head. I knew I wanted to speak to other black women like me who might be thinking on a different paradigm shift than other people, who want to talk about race, class, gender, sexuality, ableism, everything. Everything. I knew they existed. I just needed to find them. So first I spoke it into existence, that I wanted to do it, that I was going to do it, that I am doing it, and then I did it. It was fun. It lasted for at least a year that I was the president of it. I had a vice president, treasurer, secretary, about 20 or so members. It was really fun. And really empowering. We were able to make a sisterhood like no other. And when I was raped, they were the people that had my back and helped me and made sure I reported it, made sure that I felt okay, made sure that I was taken care of. They really helped me. And that's why it's really important to voice what you want so that you can make sure that you get it. It's really important to do that. So if I don't say anything else, I just want you guys to know to use your voice. Voice is one of your strongest allies. Use it. Greens, greens. I love me some greens. Get this last chicken, not chicken tender on it. Ooh. Some of the greens juice got through to this, and that's good on there. Ooh, I could totally eat more. A smaller meal for today. Which is why I love doing mukbangs, because it makes me eat more. I'm telling y'all, I did not eat very well in the past. I made some very bad habits of eating very little, trying to save it, because I was broke. So I was like, let me save it. But it became a pattern. It just didn't really work out for me. So now I make sure to eat more. And mukbangs, man, they help me do that. Ooh. Well, alright, y'all, I'm going to call it a day, call it a night. And I'll see y'all another time. Please make sure to like the video if you liked it. Comment down below. And subscribe, whatever it is. I think it's on this side. Pretty sure. Maybe it's on that side. You tell me by clicking that button. And before I go, I made these earrings. What y'all think? Skulls. Yes. Yes. I was inspired by someone that also inspired me to make that, oddly enough. Positive things do come out of stuff like that. Alright, so I'll see y'all marvelous ones later. I love you guys so much. I love you. Peace. As promised, here's the lovely lady up close. And that's what I was talking about right there. That is a red-tailed hawk, and it is carrying a snake. The snake has its head cut off, and if you can see, the blood is also on the claws of the hawk because the hawk took its head off. There is my exposed brain, and my beautiful wings, and my purple eyes. I actually have brown eyes, but I made them purple in this to kind of symbolize that I was a superhero. And this is me. Thanks for watching. Till next time, marvelous ones.